Hey, what's up everybody? Too Tall Toby here, and today we're going to talk about the Feature Freeze Bar. Now, this is a tool that can really help you get some better performance out of complicated part models, and it goes right in coordination with some of the other videos we've been making this week on how to get the best possible performance and experience from SOLIDWORKS. So be sure to check out those other videos, and let's get into it today talking about the Feature Freeze Bar. Ow! So the Feature Freeze Bar lets you help out your design process by freezing or not rebuilding any features that are above a certain point. See, sometimes you have these very complicated feature trees, like for the hanger for this truck. It's a pretty complicated feature tree here. And maybe you want to make a change to one of these features that's down a little closer to the bottom of the tree, like this kingpin chamfer here is pretty close to the bottom of the feature tree. Not all the way at the bottom, but pretty close to the bottom. Most of what I'm doing here at the bottom of the tree is just editing some final fillets, some final cleanup of the model. So I'm going to double click on this feature and change it from 45 thou down to 30 thou. And now I'm going to do a Control Q to rebuild the model. And now we wait and wait and wait. And I know that was only like 3 seconds of wait time, but I didn't want you to be here watching this video all day. I just wanted you to get the point of what the freeze bar does. So here what we can do is we can go into our options, and in our options here under General, there's an option called Enable Freeze Bar. So right here in the general page of your system options, you've got this Enable Freeze Bar. And when we turn that option on, we'll see that at the very top of our feature tree, there's now almost like a rollback bar, but it shows up here at the top of the tree instead of at the bottom of the tree. Now, if we take this freeze bar and we drag it down in the feature tree, what'll happen is everything above the point of the freeze bar will be locked, meaning that it will not rebuild even if I do a Control Q. And so now if I were to take that same chamfer and change that back to 0.045 and do a Control Q, it finishes almost immediately. And if I were to take that and turn it back into our 30 thou and rebuild again, we see once again, this finishes almost immediately. So we don't have to sit there and wait and wait and wait for all those features that are above the freeze bar to rebuild. You're kind of locking them in their current state, and you're allowing SOLIDWORKS to just let you kind of focus on those final features. And that's really nice if you're in a scenario like this where you've just got to make some final tweaks just to get this to look just right for the customer, but you don't want to sit there and have to wait for the super long rebuild every time, especially if you just happen to be in the habit of regularly pressing Control Q, which is a habit that I am into. Now, if you send this model to somebody else who doesn't have Enable Freeze Bar turned on, like let's say I uncheck this now, the freeze bar will still show up. It's just when they take that freeze bar and they roll it up to the very top of the tree, it will disappear. You can see you get a warning here, enabling the freeze bar is not enabled, and so this is going to make it disappear. So if we drag this up to the top of the tree, it disappears, and now that user can continue working on your model. So what do you think about the Feature Freeze Bar? Let me know down in the comments. Did you learn anything from this video? And do you currently use the freeze bar at all? If not, it might be something you want to use once in a while. I don't use it all the time, but there are some models like this very complicated model, the truck hanger, where it's very useful, especially when you're just adding in those final fillets at the very bottom of the feature tree. Of course, if you're enjoying this video series, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to share this video with a fellow SOLIDWORKS enthusiast. And I will see everybody in the next episode of Power Moves.